Behind the Curve Gaming. What a way to start the episode by screwing up the title. Oh well. As always, I may go a little silent because I'm looking to share this link on Twitter for any of my Twitter followers who may be interested in joining in on the fun with us. May not be many, maybe none. Maybe just be us here. Well, I'll go into further explanation after I get everything set up. As you see, we're playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Again, I'll go into further explanation as we get everything set up. Hope everyone's day is going well. When I become that type of streamer, calling myself a streamer is a very loose word too as well. Cause am I really a streamer? I don't know. They say I'm more here now. So maybe I've been just talking to myself the whole time. So just in case I was, hello! Welcome to the redemption story for the guy who messed up the title to his own broadcast. Behind the Curve Gaming. No, I actually was aiming for Curve, but I've been calling it Curb on accident. And now I can't find it to where I can send the link on the YouTube. We're gonna find it. Maybe I actually gotta go into the gameplay. Let's see. Let's see what comes up. If I ever get legit at this, or gain enough traction, I'm not gonna say get legit. If I ever gain enough traction, I'm going to get legit at this. Put it like that. Or that may be the attraction of it. Watching someone fumble through, trying to put a halfway decent stream together. That may be the attraction to this channel. I doubt it, but people like weird things. People watch weird things. Let's see. It's still showing me. It says I'm on there. I just can't find it on YouTube. This episode may be me struggling to find the broadcast online. Why can't I find it? So you, so nobody's watching, help me find it. I bet you as soon as I, look at that, I say Dragon Ball Z. Oh, there you go. That's me. I about to say, I say Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and look what pops up on my stream. Me. That's why it pops up. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Let me share this on Twitter and then we can go into it, guys. Hopefully have a little fun. I don't know how much fun we can have because I really already beat this game. Again, I'll go into more detail about it later. Why exactly are we playing this game instead of something else? But let's do this. Quote tweet. Again, you can follow me on the Twitter at Rocket Ishmael 25. That is Rocket ROCKET ISHMAEL 25. Let me get it shared. We are starting with DBZ Kakarot. If I can spell Kakarot. Did I just spell his name right? Okay. I can't spell. Maybe just a little. Retweet. Let's go to the stream.
What's next?
And let's go. So, this is the second time I've done the stream wanting to play another game. Madden was a game of choice, but I'm moving Madden to my external drive, so it's not ready right now, and it's gonna take a while before it is ready. So I decided to plug in DBZ Kakarot instead. It's a fun game. I'm rusty at either one of them I decided to play though, so it is what it is. I need some D medals. I forgot I burned through all those playing this game. See what Master Rush you want. I feel like I already beat this mission. Obviously not though. I wanted to play Madden because I could talk through Madden, talk through some sports and things of that nature. But since we're playing Kakarot, I can sing the praises. Excuse me for yawning. I'm always yawning. I can sing the praises of DBZ Kakarot and how when I first bought this game, and I'm still in awe of how beautiful this game is. The art, the animation, the storytelling.
Yep.
I thought they were going to shorthand telling the story of Dragon Ball Z, and like everyone else says, it's like Krillin died? Oh yeah, Krillin did die. This is the future Saga. But yeah, but like everyone else says, you everyone knows Dragon Ball Z story, but how can you tell it? And they said we're gonna tell it. This is just as I remember. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but trying to stay on track. I remember being a kid watching the openings to Dragon Ball Z games. I'm like, oh, the games need to be like that. The games need to be like that. And to be honest with you, I know it may have been in the works at the same time. I know, unbeknownst to us, this game looks vaguely similar to the new Hero movie that's coming out. Not saying the Hero has the best artwork, but this is beautiful. Being in control of such beautiful, masterfully painted characters is something not to scoff at, I would say. So let's get it. But speaking of, wasn't really saying anything. Other projects that I'm currently working on, I have a little extra free time to myself, and I think I may go ahead and edit those 3 episodes of Vicksburg to Minneapolis. Again, Vicksburg to Minneapolis to Mississippi, and post them on Anchor. I apologize to those 3 people I hosted for taking so long, because those episodes have been in the capsule, to take a phrase from DBZ,
Better head back and let Mom know what's going on.
for a long while. But for one reason or another, I decided, well, I know exactly why. I got busy. Life started taking place, and I got busy doing other things. So I never got around to actually editing them and posting them. But hopefully this weekend I'll take some time, instead of just laying in the bed, to get that done. Let's get some fighting done before we actually start the side mission. I forgot how to play a little bit, so forgive me if I'm fairly bad at it. And then the music in this game is pretty awesome too. How you block? Okay.
Here it comes.
They have a lot of music. I think they feature a lot of music from the Japanese original counterpart, which is a lot of this stuff. You know, I grew up American. A lot of this stuff I never really listened to, and I've always been a big dub fan. I don't, not to speak against anyone that does sub or start a whole dub sub war, but I've always preferred dub, because if I'm gonna read the subtitles, I might as well get the manga. And to me personally, it takes something away from the actual show, trying to read and watch at the same time. I don't know, I may sound like a fool to some of you guys saying that, but luckily, like I said, it's just some of you guys. I don't have that many people watching this. We may be lucky enough to have 2 people tune in for this episode, as compared to one from last week. Which again, whoever that one person was, I want to say thank you for your attendance. Our first ever live guest. We appreciate you here. But another reason we're playing this game too, I'm potentially expecting a phone call. So it'd be easier for me to stop in the middle of this and then once I come back, pick up Madden and we finish the night with Madden. Sounds like a deal? Sounds like a deal. But let's keep going with the side story. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys. I get some sleep. I took a nap. Shouldn't be this tired. But who knows? I'll say it just fade to white when I'm on the screen. Very, very interesting. And then another reason I got big into this game, I started playing this game after I had just finished, or I was in the middle of watching the, well, I actually got this game a little bit after I got Spider-Man. And then I think I had just finished watching the Abridged series, which to this day I still have a hard time, I can say, differentiating it, the Abridged between the original series. But a lot of the stuff that they did in the Abridged I really, really like. To be honest, I really, really like what they did there in the Abridged. It made sense story-wise. I don't think it really harmed the story. It only enhanced it. You can tell like true friends will only go that deep to learn some of that stuff. So, X about capsule detector. So, and then I'm also thinking. So, I'm thinking about structuring this a little bit better too. For those of you who keep up with it, the only way you really can keep up with it through my Twitter, Rocket Ishmael 25. Whenever I share the link, at least let you know the game that we're starting on, and then we'll just go from there. And I'm thinking about starting like a WWE series, of course, WWE 2K19, because we're behind the curve. It's behind the curve gaming, guys. But do like a little universe mode. It'll give me something to talk about on the mic. Be like a fake commentator, fake storylines, things of that nature. Have a little fun, get a little, you know, like I said, this whole channel started with me trying to get back into playing video games and enjoying those again.
Actually,
I'm not gonna say relieving some stress, but just, you know, blanking out from the world. You know, it's wow, Boma, you were tripping. Do I have? Let's see. I know maybe in the other.
I need to find all the materials Mom needs.
Shoot. I say in the other, in the main store, I got a lot of that stuff. On this one, I know I ain't got nothing. Let's see. How do we find her? What are we looking for? I don't even know what we're looking for. But yeah, just do a little something interesting. Maybe one day I'll have somebody join me along. Yeah, in July, I think I'm gonna get a PS Plus subscription, and with the new way they're doing the subscription, I'm gonna get the premium. With the new way they're doing the subscription, you have access to a lot of games to stream. So I'm gonna do that. So, you know, give us access to games I probably personally never buy on my own, but you know, for the sake of content, or as Arcade Fire once said, for the sake of infinite content, with infinite content. Change the future.
It's over. This is it.
Burning attack. Track low-key cool, I'm not gonna stunt. What am I looking for? see. Yeah, where can I find some of this material at? I'm looking for sturdy bolt ale. Don't they tell you what? Yeah, on the world map. Display. So I can get some here. I can actually get everything here. What exactly though? Do I have to like? Let me see.
Okay, they look
Try
pretty
this. Let me lock on to somebody. Oh, let somebody lock on to me. There's one over here. I know I seen one nearby. Like 120. I thought if you... We leveled up.
Okay, they look pretty weak.
Okay, there you go. Let's see. Do I get stuff from doing that? It's about the same stuff. So what do I get? Sturdy Bulltail. Can I buy it? I think some of the stuff I can buy, can it? We're about to find out. As you can see, it's been a while since I played. Plus, I'm just playing this to kill time until Madden finish. I guess moving from my hard drive to the external drive. Let's see.
There's so much energy in this.
That's not the power shop, though. No, it is not. There you go. I was literally right across the street from where I was. Let's see what he is selling.
You looking for something?
How many do I need? I think I need 3 more. And now I'm broke. Oh, way to manage your money, Ishmael. Way to manage that money. You gotta save that money. Boy, oh boy. Let's see. I didn't think about that. I know I probably got stuff I can sell. Let's see. I don't know.
Power surging through me.
I'm thinking about on the main timeline, but on this one, I know my boy Trunks came in this thing, broke it in the mud. But I know like these you can sell. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's see what's meant to be sold. Okay, that's meant to be sold. 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 Okay. I think those are it. Oh. Those can be sold. These can be sold. I hardly fooled around at the, as you can see, because I barely knew you can sell stuff. I just came here to every now and then. So what we need, a blue crystal, and they ain't got it. Okay. What was it?
Thanks a bunch.
It was a pure blue crystal and a blue crystal.
Thanks a bunch.
I know y'all probably like, dude,
You looking for something?
like 2 of them right there. So buy 4 blue crystals. I gotta find pure blue crystals though. Can't get off that easy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just thanks a bunch.
So time to find a pure blue.
Yup.
Let's see. Pew! Let's see. Let's do this. Dang, it's all let's get the big stuff. I could have I stressed myself out trying to do this stuff because I feel like I'm gonna miss everything, which I did. I missed so much. No. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Are these pure blue crystals? Blue crystal shards. Isn't if I do the big one, I get the pure blue crystals?
It's over! It's over! It's over! It's over!
Now, what gets me is I can drown under here, but if I get into a fight, I have all the air in the world underwater. So it's like make up your mind type ordeal. Can he or can he not breathe underwater? You know? That just may be me complaining and tripping.
Okay, they look pretty weak.
But it's kind of infuriating. Like, I've seen these guys have whole battles. These guys go out of space and you tell me they can't breathe underwater. What am I looking for? Should be right here in this range somewhere. Just the map says. There you go. What's this? Horn.
I can feel power surging through me.
A whole lot of green crystals. I need some of them pure blue crystals. Maybe I get big enough one day where I can just say, hey chat, where are the pure blue crystals? Maybe I didn't check the Ordili, and maybe this region doesn't offer. Pure blue crystals. Get out of here. Let me check the map one more time. Make sure. Let me see. Display area info. It says it has pure blue crystals somewhere. This song right here slowly became my favorite.
Okay, they look pretty weak.
I don't want to fight. Because I actually like listen to this song.
Okay, they look
Sometimes
pretty
you get on top of a building, you pose. Somebody spotted me.
Okay,
This part.
pretty weak.
Here you go.
Okay, they look pretty weak.
And it's just one of those songs you just chill. At least that's the mood I get. Like you chill, you play in the car, you ride down the street,
Okay, they look pretty weak.
drop top down, you got the sunglasses on. I remember the summer I got real big into Hawaiian roller coaster ride from Lilo and Stitch. That was my song of the summer. That and Major Bag Alert, for other reasons, were my songs of the summer. Anytime you saw me, I was either humming a Hawaiian roller coaster ride or Major Bag Alert. Two drastic differences, but they brought me all the same joy and happiness.
They look pretty weak.
Got him. Let's go in here.
Okay, they look pretty weak.
Do I gotta be like really close to something? Or is it? I know there's something else you can do.
There's so much energy in this.
Like, can't you like run up to it and?
Yup.
Shoot. Yeah, destroy it. Is that how I get Pretty Blue? No. Okay, well,
Surging through me.
looks like we're about to complete this side mission and we're about to play us a little man. Are you ready for some football? Are you ready for some football? This is definitely not going to be a pure blue crystal. It's a crystal. It's green. That thing definitely was, I guess the color does not matter at all as long as it's a crystal. It potentially can yield a pure blue crystal. Come on. Oh my goodness, this is gonna frustrate me. That green crystal sure do look red. Don't you know we? D-metal or one of them fancy things? Yeah. Let's see, where else can we go?
Okay, they look pretty weak.
That was a drastic change of mood. Oh, you don't take your little dumb self then. Nah, he just showing off because thing's dead. That the one I just left? I'm not tripping.
Okay, they look pretty weak.
Look how I can turn to a Super Saiyan. Well, I did forget. But why turn it to them? One for them. Yeah, I think that's the one I just left. So let's come on. Let's ride. Let's ride, babe.
Okay,
Actually, kind of excited to play Madden. It's been a while since I played. So I'm gonna let you guys know beforehand. I used to be pretty decent. I'm making excuses, or I'm front loading excuses. Now, maybe didn't Bulma let you know where you can look if you ask her? Oh yeah, Majin Buu. I forgot that's why they're here. I was wondering why the Kai's were here. Like, why they here? I've already beaten the androids. They're waiting for me to kill Majin Buu.
Hey!
2, I'm pretty sure you can find blue crystals in places around, where was it? Yeah, near local village in the southeast. Okay, near local village. Thanks, Bulma. You're the best. I forgot about that feature. Again, guys, I'm rusty. It's been a while since I played. Forgive me for being out of practice. Apparently, I'm not that good on the mic either. But like I said in the first episode, this is difficult trying to just play a game and talk to yourself. But like I said, this is supposed to be an excuse for me to kind of sort of not podcast. Speaking of podcasting, let's get to talking about the podcast. So it's live. I can't tell you how many minutes in. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say we are 15 minutes in, and I'm just about to get to a substantial conversation. So, as I mentioned earlier, I have some podcast episodes pretty much in my back pocket. I've never got the opportunity. I've recorded them, but I haven't edited them. I can go ahead and tell you who my 3 guests are. One of them is my cousin, Andre Size. He has a podcast himself. I'm not gonna lie to you, I forget the name of it, but that's the beauty of having your phone right in front of you. So we're about to look up Andre, the Army veteran. It's anywhere you can stream your podcasts. I personally listen to mine on Spotify, same as where you can listen to Vicksburg to Minneapolis, the preferred location, Spotify. But yes, he has a podcast called Andre the Army Veteran. Pretty much all me and him just talked. We talked about his career as an Army veteran. We talked about growing. And the first one I hit, I get it. I should have been Flint to Bomber. Look at this. I'm looking like a darn fool. But oh well. Let me go back. So, yeah, we just talked about his time in the Army, how he got in the Army, how he ended up at the school he went to, growing up in Mississippi. So just pretty much life and how life takes you to unexpected places. That was one of the first ones I recorded. The week prior to recording with him, I recorded with a friend from college by the name of Whitney Jackson, aka, as I like to call her, Whit or Willy Wonka, from The Office, the Willy Wonka episode with Michael Scott. But me and her, another candid conversation. We talked about her passion, which is lifting weights. She's an artist and how she expressed her artistry. We talked about our religion. We talked about reading. We talked about fitness. Me and her just had a true conversation. We talked about music. We talked about both our loves for our home state of Mississippi. We just had a great time. And then finally, I got the chance to sit down and record the whole purpose. One of the primary reasons, not the record episode with her, but to catch up with friends, to stay connected with friends. The whole primary reason I started Vicksburg to Minneapolis. We got a chance to sit down with a friend named Jamira James. And me and her, it was like old times again. Like we were back in junior high. I met her in junior high, and we've been friends ever since. But primary portion of the conversation, we talked about sports, we talked about fitness, we talked about some things that were currently happening in the world. We talked about life, where we were at life, where we saw ourselves going in life. We just had a whole grand old time. And to sum it all up, I'm gonna give them due respect, and I'm gonna edit their episodes, and we're gonna broadcast their episodes like they need to be, instead of holding them in the back closet. So I know I'm skipping through this for people who may actually be reading it. So yeah, we talked about a whole array of things, and so I'm gonna take some time this weekend to get it edited and get it out there for people's listening pleasures. But until then, like I said, go to wherever you listen to your podcast and pull up Vicksburg to Minneapolis to Mississippi. I guarantee you there may be an episode for you, because I can tell you this, how broad the conversation topics are. There is literally an episode I utilized to post for one of my graduate school classes. So there is classwork. It may be one of the more I can't look. I can't find the word, but it may not be an episode a lot of people may be seeking, but there is an episode for that. But I can tell you now, you will laugh. You will possibly spend some time in thought listening to these episodes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. some of my
Now
personal
time to head back to
favorites
Master Roshi's place.
are the ones I had with my old college roommate, Caleb Master Bruce Jenkins. He is featured on several episodes. So if you want to ask my personal recommendation, if you want a good place to start, I would say go and start with Caleb Master Bruce Jenkins, but not to disregard any of my previous guests. They were all fabulous from beginning to end. And I'm starting to think, I've released this episode. But yeah, they're all fabulous from beginning to end. I hold a very special place in my heart for Nicole Thomas, who she just recently posted that the comic, and please forgive me if I'm referring to it wrong. We'll talk about this after I finish this conversation. But she is working on a comic or a manga strip. Again, I don't want to refer to it wrong, so if you get around to hearing this, please correct me in the comments or do something, Nicole. But she is going to potentially sell it at conventions starting this year, and that's very exciting. But she was my first episode. She was the one I took the leap of faith with, and we're just hoping to grow. I've been, like I said, life's been throwing me curveballs and fastballs, so I haven't been as active as I've wanted to. But we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna use this platform here on YouTube as a possible substitute for the not a substitute, but interchangeable with the podcast. We'll have Vicksburg to Minneapolis. This will be a division of Vicksburg to Minneapolis. Like the river branches off and flows into other bodies of water, this will be one of those branches that it flows off into Behind the Curve Gaming. We should call it Watershed Gaming, huh? I may change the titles to that, but no, Behind the Curve sounds better because, like I said, there's a whole reason why we call it that. But as I was saying, she was my first foray into the podcasting and interviewing. But I want to take this time to say thank you to all my previous guests for taking the time out their day. Caleb, Nicole, Zigzag, Michael. You had Cody McElwain. We had Jamie Berkeley. We had Alonzo Bowden. I know I'm just forgetting people. Matter of fact, I'm not doing anything, and it's just me on here right now. So who cares what I do? I can follow my own flow. So let's see. Let's take the time to go by and thank everyone who has appeared on the podcast. We're gonna go by date. So we had Cody Cody was actually the first episode. Forgive me. So we had Cody McElwain, Mr. McElwain. Then we had Caleb, Master Bruce. Then we had Nicole. So, matter of fact, let's start from the top again, and we're gonna give you these actual episodes' names. Again, all found on the Vicksburg, Vicksburg 2, and it's actually spelled MPLS, so the abbreviation of Minneapolis. So Vicksburg 2 MPLS semicolon or this big colon. That sounds so silly. So Vicksburg 2 MPLS colon the Mississippi, just like it says, THE space MISSISSIPPI, the Mississippi. The first episode, Color Guard Extraordinaire, Mr. Macklin. Then we had Caleb, his episodes at the real Caleb _J. Then we had Nicole, her episode is the author formerly known as Nicole Thomas. And we're gonna skip the episodes I did by myself, but you can listen to some of those if you want to. Then we had my friend Brooke, a casual conversation with my friend Brooke. I didn't even realize I was gonna do that. Again, some other episodes by myself, trying some different things. Again, one of those deviations off from the river. Then we had Michael Million with Mike, and then some more episodes by myself. And then I actually got the opportunity I started reading my book on the podcast, reading my book and explaining my book, Friend Zone. So if you wanna listen to a little audio on tape, you can listen to it there. And then we had Zigzag. Then we got back to the book, and then we got Erica, who I need to check up on, our opera singer. She was in a contest recently, or participating in something up north. I need to check on her and see how did that go, how's that going. Again, back to the book, Friend Zone. Then we had Mr. Berkeley on Friend Zone again. Then we had one of my closer friends I got at Alcorn, Tyler Henry, as we also known as Now Rivers Water, or Now Rivers. Then Caleb came on again at the real Caleb _J. Then we got Zordon on for an episode, and then we had an episode just the outtakes, because again, like I said, I edit all my episodes, so everything didn't make the episode, but we had an outtake episode. That's another one of my personal favorites too. We had I've always loved bloopers and stuff of that nature. We had a voice project, and then we had a prelude to season number 2. We had 2 preludes to season number 2 into season and then we had Miss Jones episode I actually recorded. Was supposed to be season number 1, but I sort of like these 3 episodes I have in my back pocket, never got around to actually publishing it, but it came in due time, because while I was editing it, some of the things she said really spoke to me. So that episode there. So yeah, that's where we end off at with Fellowship with Miss Jones. So that's the podcast. I was going to speak on something from the podcast. What was it? I saw that. Oh, yeah. And the reason I say you should listen on Spotify, because if you listen on Spotify, there's 2 different versions. Technically, there's 3 different versions. So we're going to go from the most basic to the quote-unquote most advanced. So the quote-unquote most basic is literally the audio only versions. On the audio only versions, it literally sounds just like it is. It's just the interview, it's just the conversations I've had there with that person, and any audio that's available to me on Anchor. The reason that is the difference, because the version that offers a little bit more, because on Spotify, if you don't have a subscription or you just have the basic plan, I add music to some of my episodes, and it's nothing fancy. Literally maybe a song at the beginning and a song at the end of an episode, but you only can hear one on Spotify. And if you only have you pretty much, if you're not paying for a Spotify subscription, you will only hear a portion of said song, which, thinking about it, may be better for some of you, because some of these songs are fairly long, especially with it being at the beginning of the episode or the end of the episode. But oh well. And then if you do have a Spotify subscription, like I said, you will be able to hear the full song that's being played at the beginning and at the end of these episodes. Down there somewhere. Let me get some air. So yeah, that's the podcast. I implore you, when you get an opportunity, or if you get an opportunity, look it up. Again, it's Vicksburg, VICKSBURG, to MPLS : THEMISSISSIPPI, Mississippi. Isn't there a way I can go down?
Oh shit. I can feel power surging through me. was lucky.
How do I? There's a way I can. No. I guess not. But yep, I'm about to do that old southern thing. Yep. That's Vicksburg to Minneapolis for any of you who are curious. Again, and if you are, I thanked all my guests. I do want to thank
I need to get this back to Master Roshi.
all the people who did take a chance in listening to even one episode, even if you listen to a minute or a second and then like, nah, this is not for me. I do appreciate that. At least just giving it an opportunity. Because you didn't have to do that, but you did. So I'm very, very grateful for that. For all the people who supported it.
They look pretty weak.
Some of my biggest supporters. I know Kayla's mom, one of my other best friend's mom, Tanner's mom, listened or tried to listen to as many episodes as possible. Andre says I'm the reason he started his podcast journey, so I appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate all the help, guys. Like I said, I need to get back into it because it was something I truly enjoyed, going through the editing process, trying to add things in there, trying to make a quality product at a low budget. I'm not gonna stunt. I knew I wasn't producing something Emmy worthy or iHeartRadio worthy or whatever award program Spotify offers, but at the same time I still wanted to treat it as if it was that, give it that same regard, give it that same respect, as if it was being nominated for all those awards. So that was Vicksburg to Minneapolis, or that is Vicksburg to Minneapolis. For all of you who are curious or who have heard me mention it, if you want any more updates or you're just curious about the person behind it, again, Rocket Ishmael 25 on Twitter. I need to get those Twitter numbers up. We're still in the 30s. I'm doing the ESPN 30 for 30. We're still in the 30s, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Very well.
My Twitter bio says I'm only gonna follow people I know, because I'm not gonna lie to you, that's true. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna go look at your photos or look at your timeline or whatever. It's just Twitter was a new social media app for me, so it gave me the opportunity to control who had quote unquote access to me. So that's why I decided I was gonna do. But if you want, I guess, full unconditional access to Ishmael, you can always go follow the Instagram at iat.agent19, and I more or less would usually follow people back.
Give me a
so,
break.
Why?
Sure.
Huh?
Hey now!
I bet it's some old nasty magazines knowing Roshi.
How's that?
Oh,
Give
let
me
me
a
turn the
break.
stream back on, even though nobody's watching. This one was a fun one. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I come back from Madden later, hopefully it's just as fun. But
Oh, well,
just a fun one. This is the reason why I started, and I know I started a little late in the game
Sure.
with the actual discussions. But if you're intrigued
hey!
by my voice, another thing that I learned from podcasting, that I maybe don't have the voice for podcasting, but that shouldn't deviate me away from it. Because almost every guest I had on or have on has a beautiful radio, quote unquote radio voice. Wow, I sound like I'm not gonna say a doofus, but I sound like a square out of a box.
Not a chance.
But before somebody potentially hops on, we're gonna close this thing out.
Yep.
And why are they showing it like we?
Very well.
Oh, whatever. Like we didn't see Krillin on the main timeline. Oh well.
Phew. Well, that's finally taken care of.
Let's see. We got some training we can do, and then I'm gonna say I don't think we have enough demos to do any of them yet still. So until then, or until next time, I guess this is gonna be one of the few times I get to formally end the episode, but I should be back shortly, or not too long from now. Thank you for staying with me, if you stayed with me for a little bit. Like I said, I am expecting a phone call, and I don't want to interrupt it like we did last time, or as soon as I finally get a guest on, that guest has to I have to tell the guest, well, I'm actually about to go because somebody's coming. But such is life when you have 0 people watching your stream and you're kind of talking into the void, or whoever's out there listening, because the truth is out there, X-Files. But all that to say, here's something else from the podcast. So I guess this was a very podcast oriented episode, but here's something else from the podcast. Remember to stay safe out there in those streets, because it's a jungle out there, and I love you, baby bear. The okay bye-bye is not gonna work too well in here, because I'm not gonna be able to just cut it. But oh well. Okay, bye bye.